What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. Listen, I think you guys are really going to enjoy this video. I'm joined again by my good buddy Gene, the Flukemaster Jensen. He's decided he wants a little redemption from the last couple of beat downs that he's gotten. And so what we're going to do is divide and conquer. I'm going to go shallow. He's going to go deep. This is going to be a fun one. Y'all stay tuned. One of my favorite things about Guntersville is it's actually one of the first lakes to turn on. It's one of the first lakes to get back to summer pool from winter pool. And a lot of the areas that have been inaccessible become accessible first on Guntersville. But I think the thing I like most about Guntersville is that you've got good quality fish, and then you've also got quantities of fish. So for folks that have made the trip that don't necessarily know all the little honey holes and perfect spots to go catch that 10-pounder, you've got a really good shot at 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s without knowing anything. Gene, what I propose we do is a little bit of divide and conquer. I think you go look for the offshore fish. I'll go look for the shallow fish. We'll dial it in, lay the smack down. What do you think?
I am always game.
Let's do it. So Gene is my go-to for making myself a better angler. For instance, he's a much better offshore angler than I am, and I think I'm a much better shallow water sight casting angler than he is, and so we complement each other well. That's the perfect way to improve as an angler. You know, his mantra on his channel is teach the world to fish, and every now and then he has to come out here and teach the Chad to fish.
I'm Gene Jensen, creator of the Flukemaster YouTube channel, one of the largest instructional fishing channels in the world. Well, I've been a guest on Shed's show so often that I am now a co-host.
This year, I just pretty much decided that Gene was going to be my wingman, and so far it's worked out pretty good, except for the grocery bill, because
it sure is nice to get out here and mess around deep where I'm comfortable. I used to beat the bank like everybody else, and I just learned how to read a map and learned how to read my fish finders and became a student of the offshore game. It's my world now, and I love it. Get him in. Not a big one, but he is chunky. He's been eating good, getting ready for the spawn. Thank you, sir. May I have another?
I got some fish that have moved up shallow. I wanted to be able to truly control my boat position, and so the combination of the power pole and the anchor wizard is perfect. All right, guys, for this season, we have a new partnership that I really want to talk to you guys about, and that is OPS, or Outdoor Product Solution. So what OPS really is a company that is designed to build those products that we have to make on our own. It's to fill that void for the folks that don't want to DIY things, to make it easier for you to mount your motor to a kayak, to make it easier for you to mount your depth finder to a kayak. So think of OPS as your total product solutions company when it comes to making stuff that doesn't exist, but also going out and aggregating and building kits that are ready to fish so you don't have to go to 5 different places. So new company, just getting started, but right out of the gate, we're already developing some amazing products that fill a void in the market, and the commitment from OPS is that we are going to continue to do that.
Little guy! It's all right to be little bitty. All right, so I've decided to change colors from a black and blue to a white. One of the things that really changed the amount of success I have is confidence. I've been able to recognize when I lose confidence in something, and immediately I change. I didn't feel like the black and blue was gonna work. I'm gonna switch to white. Fish. Feels like a good one. I felt him swing at it first, and I lost contact with my bait, and all of a sudden, thunk, he hit it again. He hammered it too, dude. I thought he was like 5 pounds. Ugh. Good one. They see you catching a fish, and next thing you know, there's 3 or 4 boats right in your lap.
Gene Jensen has got this little trick to keep people from using what's called the bent rod pattern, which is where they see your rod bent and then they head over to where you're fishing. He does this thing where when he sets the hook, if he looks around and sees other boats, he just opens the bell back up and lets the fish swim so that they don't see him landing the fish, and tries to be all subtle about it.
Look at that son of a gun.
And that's yet another reason why Gene is a better offshore fisherman than I am, because I just don't like to be around that many boats, so I just go places where nobody can see me land the fish.
Oh, dude.
Then I can set the hook and hoot and holler and scream, and I don't have to worry about 5 people pulling up on me like I'm the ice cream truck or something.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Now, this is a big fish, don't get me wrong. It's not a monster, but it's a quality fish. This is a good sign. Let's get this thing back in the water. Swim away. So all day long, Gene's been fishing around other anglers, and I decided, you know what? I'm gonna go try to find some fish that nobody else can get to. A fishing kayak is one of the most stealthy watercraft out there. Just turns every disadvantage into an advantage. This is that time you want to be on the water when things just really start to kind of happen. It's always worth it to be the one that's there when everything lines up and it fires off. So that's what we're hoping for today. One of the exciting parts of the spawn is also one of the most frustrating. You're catching a lot of fish, you're seeing a lot of fish, but it's also frustrating to see a giant bass. You pitch a lure to it, as soon as your lure hits the water, some little runt from the side runs in and grabs it and takes off with it, and then you set the hook on him and spook the big fish. But as long as you embrace it, you know, the only thing I can say about it is it's freaking awesome.
A lot of times it's really difficult to catch a bedding fish, and what I try to do is find one that stays close to the bed and then just keep pestering him until he starts to pick it up.
There's a number of different reasons bass bite, and we think of biting as eating because we're humans, but bass don't have hands. So there's several things that they'll do with their mouth that's not necessarily eating. They'll bite things out of curiosity, out of territorial defense. But one of the things you can do to agitate a big fish into biting is you can alternate between a slow presentation and a faster presentation. That dead stick and then throw in an agitation in there is a deadly 1-2 punch for catching fish.
That was fun.
Trying to find some big old females stuck up in this grass, laid up on the couch with their robe on and their comfortable slippers, and then just set a Twinkie right in their lap. Where they go, oh man, I wasn't really hungry, but it smells so good. I might as well. So yes, bed fishing can be a little bit frustrating, can also be exciting, can also be maddening, and at the same time,
here we go,
addicting.
Yeah, baby.
Nice. A little bit better fish, starting to get some red on the belly right there, moving up. That's a bigger buck. Another reason that Guntersville is such a big draw and such a popular lake is just that it's consistent. It consistently pumps out big fish. It doesn't have off years. There's quality vegetation, eelgrass, milfoil, hydrilla, and then lots of just really good structural changes.
Well, he took that thing deep. This is the new Yamatanuki from Yamamoto Baits. Figured I'd give it a shot on a bedding fish.
If you were going to draw up a signature series Arnold Palmer golf course of fishing, it would be Lake Guntersville, or pretty much all the lakes in northern Alabama. It's like they did it on purpose. Here we go. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Another little chunk. They are starting to feed as the sun starting to settle a little bit. Man, I have found some giant fish today. They're just not ready yet. They're up shallow. So I came back out to this outer grass line, and these little chunky males are really, really ready to chew. But I'm just excited about catching one of them big old giants, you know what I mean? So we've got big fish that are right on the cusp of busting loose. They just haven't fully committed yet, but we know we're right on the edge of that magic time when it's about to go down. Well, guys, listen, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Y'all do me a favor and leave a comment in the comment section below. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a reply to your comment with a short. And if I reply to your comment with a short, I'm going to give you a $50 Fish USA gift card. So again, leave a comment in the comment section below and ask me a question. And if I reply to it with a short, I'm going to give you a $50 gift certificate from the folks at Fish USA.